Welcome back, strugglers, to episode 2 of Looking Back at Berserk, the 1997 anime. In this episode, we're going to be discussing episode 2, The Band of the Hawk, a really important episode. You get to meet a lot of important characters. So let's jump right into it. So this is the first instance where you get the opening monologue from Void that lasts about 20 seconds. It's the same every single episode. I can't bring myself to skip it because it sets the mood perfectly. It says so much about the series and fate and choice, and it just is a perfect choice to start every episode. After that, you roll into the opening theme, per usual. Then you get the actual Guts versus Bezuzo fight. Guts almost loses his head, but he finds an opening, kills Bezuzo. You have Griffith watching over the fight. And then you get Guts getting paid in the first instance of Guts saying, "Don't touch me," which is important. It gives you a glimpse into his psyche, his trauma from his past. Then we get Guts walking along Corcus. You see his bravado, and also you get to find out he doesn't back it up in this scene. He gets some members of the Band of the Hawk together to go and attack Guts. Casca says it's not a good idea, but Griffith allows it. So then you get Guts absolutely annihilating these unnamed members of the Hawk. Corcus lives, of course. Casca comes in, saves him. Then you get Casca versus Guts. You get a little backstory information with Casca from the other members of the Band of the Hawk. While Guts and Casca are fighting, you find out Casca is only second to Griffith in terms of skill, but Guts is taking a tour in this moment, and he's about to kill her, but then Griffith intervenes. You get a very, very quick fight between Guts and Griffith. Griffith defeats him in one blow, but here you also get the first instance of the track Bailit, just an epic track from the score for this series. It's so dreamy, ethereal. It just fits perfectly. Everything about the music in this series just works perfectly. Okay, so then you have Guts' nightmare. You see him running as a child. You get to see Gambino for the first time. Then Guts slowly starts to come out of the dream, and he keeps saying, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." You're getting more into the psyche of Guts and kind of the state he's in right now and what he's had to persevere through. And then you see Casca laying with Guts, keeping him warm. Guts wakes up. He sees Casca and Griffith talking. Casca comes over, punches Guts. She was keeping him warm only from orders from Griffith. And then you get to meet Judo. Guts and Judo meet. Judo is one of my favorite characters in the series, so this is an important introduction. His relationship with Guts is one of my favorite relationships in the series. Then we get Griffith and Guts talking for the first time. Guts finding out about who everyone is, that this is the Band of the Hawk. We also get to meet Pippin and Rickert. These are all important characters for the Golden Age. Then we get Guts and Griffith talking on the hill with Casca watching, and Griffith telling Guts that he wants him to join the Band of the Hawk. He appreciates his perseverance and how he goes into any battle, regardless of how the odds are stacked against him. And then we also get Guts' theme from the score, one of my favorite pieces of music ever. And then Guts and Griffith prepare to duel while Casca watches on. And that's the end of the episode. Wow, what a monumental episode this is. This really establishes the foundation for this series. You're properly introduced to Griffith, Casca, Judo, Corcus, Pippin, Rickert. You get a glimpse into Guts' state of mind at this time, what he is dealing with, his past childhood traumas. In Berserk, you really get a great understanding of why these characters do what they do, why they are who they are, and what makes them change over time. That's one of my favorite aspects and something I have to mention and something we'll definitely be talking about more. You also get the first instance of both Guts and Bailet playing from the score, two epic tracks. I cannot reiterate enough how beautiful the music is in this show. And we're just getting started. I cannot wait to dive into episode 3 with y'all. Please subscribe, comment, like, and I will catch you next time.